bicycles. My first true piece of technology.
Alright, so what we're doing today is we're shooting the green screen parts where Mike's going to come out on the stage. He's going to be speaking to the masses. And we wanted to maximize our resolution for the green screen footage we're shooting, so we're actually shooting sideways. Now our nicer tripod doesn't go sideways. So this is actually a pretty crappy tripod that we bought a long time ago. So we flipped it sideways, we're on 17-40, trying to get the crispest possible footage out of it that we can, and with the least amount of noise, which is why we're blasting lights everywhere in this room that is obviously not a studio, as you can see. But we need to make it bright enough in here to not get noisy footage.
Vertical video is an abomination.
This is the only time you can shoot vertical video is when you're maximizing resolution for green screen or for compositing. Otherwise, don't do it. Turn your phone sideways when you're filming things, because this is horrible to watch. I feel like a horse with blinders. Yes! Woo! We've got a second angle on Mike as well, so we can cut to kind of showing like what's on these massive monitors behind him.
Alright, I'm sitting here building the video board. These are going to be the boards that we see behind Mike as he's on stage. So right here we've got kind of a placeholder image, and we're just going to stick the footage back there. Got our nice TEB Talks logo, ideas worth having, and then over here this is just going to update with the Twitter feeds. So we've got some great tweets from some well-known and less well-known filmmaker people that you can check out if you look really close and they're not too out of focus, so we'll see.
We're using a particle generator. It's called Trapco Particular, and what I'm doing is I'm repeating this cluster of people something like 450 times in this shot. So what I did with this is I made it a looping bit of footage. So we shot everyone separately on green screen, threw them all together into this one big group, and then took this whole group as a composition. This should be a whole nother tutorial. But cut the clip in half, like right here, and then reverse the clip from that point back to where it started. So what we have is a perfect 15-second loop of these people just kind of milling about, doing their thing. And then what we do is we take that, since it's a perfect loop, it could go on forever. We throw it back in here, and you can see how slow my computer is now. Okay, and so we're referencing that particle, but not only are we referencing it, we're also randomly sampling a different point in time. Just looking at this without the camera moving or anything, you can tell there's the, people repeating, but they're not going to be doing the same thing at the same time, which is really going to help sell the effect a lot better.
DSLRs are awesome. Picture is so good, and I just love shooting with them. When it comes to shooting green screen, there's a few things you need to know. And one of them is the moire that most DSLRs have. I think the GH2 and the Mark III I don't think have moire, but our Canon 7D does. And so when we film our green screen stuff, in between Mike's arm, as you can see here on the screen, we get little, I don't know, as I kind of scrub through, you'll kind of see it. This little light gray spot right there, just really problematic, and it kind of moves throughout the whole image, and it's kind of bright. And it happens when two objects are really close to each other, and it causes a lot of problems for us because we're keying out the green, but it's not catching that gray. So what I have to do is go back frame by frame. Well, let's see, let's start here. And kind of you take a wire remove tool that we have in After Effects and just kind of cover it up so that you don't see it anymore. So Spill, is it still recording?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I just didn't know when you were gonna.
No, yeah. So, one thing that we had a problem with is, hold on, check it out. Well, actually I fixed it. I have to go back a ways.
Well, then just talk about it.
Okay. Alright, then when you're shooting green screen as well, you get a lot of green spill. So you really have to be careful when you're doing quick movements if you're filming on a longer or a wider shutter speed, like anything less than 1/48. I hope people get what I'm talking about. On our 7D, anything less than 50 for our shutter speed means that we're going to be getting a little bit too much blur. And when you're blurring in human color with with green screen, then you get this crazy effect where it's kind of mixing the green in with the human color. And then it doesn't key that because it's a mix between green. Oh man. Okay. Okay. I don't even know what to say. There's way too much information. So, is this still filming?
Yeah.